Hello and welcome. You're with IndiaPostLive.com, India's first live conversation web television. This is a portal where all of you can participate through your audio and video posts, your tweets at hashtag IndiaPostLive and at the rate IndiaPostLive. We look forward to your participation in each and every conversation that we have. Well, the conversation we're about to start right now is on the dreaded lychee virus and how it is causing acute encephalitis syndrome in children, particularly in Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. So much so that the exports of lychees have dropped and so has domestic consumption. Let's take a look. The luscious lychees have turned deadly. Or is it just misplaced fear? At least 70 children have died in Bihar's lychee growing belt of Muzaffarnagar this month. 7 more have died in West Bengal's Malda district. These deaths are being linked to a virus in lychee fruit which leads to acute encephalitis syndrome and death. So much so that Bengal's Health Minister Chandrima Bhattacharya has asked people not to eat unripe lychee. She said, "It contains toxins which reduces the blood sugar level as well as glucose in the body, leading to the infection, particularly in children." But scientists have not been able to confirm a direct link between lychee and these deaths yet. Some attribute the toxins sprayed on the fruit as the culprit. The growers are hit hard as the exports of lychees have slumped by 40%. Why are policymakers and scientists not able to find the real reason for the children's death? So why are these children dying and what do lychees have to do with this entire problem? This is what we're going to talk about now. Of course, I invite your participation online. You can join us live through Google Hangout or Skype to talk to us. But right now in the studio, I have with me Dr. Vivek Pal Singh. Dr. Singh is an internal medicine specialist practicing in the capital. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. I also have Navneet Anand. Navneet Anand is a communications professional. He has been a journalist and now he is related to the health sector as well. Navneet, thank you so much for joining the conversation. Dr. Singh, my first question to you. The West Bengal Health Minister has gone on record in the assembly saying one should not have lychees. Are we blaming lychees wrongly?
Well, I'm not surprised. A politician making a irresponsible statement again. I'm not surprised at all.
Okay.
This virus or a presumed virus causing encephalitis syndrome is known to cause encephalitis over Southeast Asia for many years now.
Okay.
Probably this is the first time it is reported from India, a lychee syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with this lychee syndrome is it is not the lychee which is causing this illness, it is the season of lychee cultivation or season of lychee harvesting where this disease gets its peak. So probably there are some environmental reasons. Maybe there are bats, mosquitoes, flies, bugs, whatsoever. They are feeding on lychees and then they are getting infected and then they're biting human beings and then this disease is transmitted. Why I am saying this? Because this man to vector transmission has not yet been established. Because in science you have to establish a causal relationship that eating lychee is causing this disease, and that's not proven, not in any study at all.
All right, so the lychee, the poor fruit, the delicious, luscious, juicy fruit that we all look forward to in the summers, you're saying it's being wrongly implicated?
Yes.
It is a victim here. The lychee is the victim. Ladies and gentlemen, all those who are watching the show, Dr. Singh has made it very clear and clarified that the lychee is not really responsible for causing acute encephalitis syndrome. Navneet, what are your views on this entire, if I would call it rumor mongering that is happening? Now I can probably call it rumor mongering after what Dr. Singh said.
True.
Yeah.
As a student of communication, I think these are the flip side of an over-connected and hyper-connected society, where in no times you have WhatsApp messages doing the rounds that lychees are killing children.
Don't have lychees. I have got them myself. Yes.
And it is so strange, because we are not ready to believe scientists because they are the experts. We should hear them out. They have all said, the National Center for Lychee in Muzaffarpur, which is supposed to be the origin of this so-called virus. The Center for Disease Control, scientists from Center for Disease Control in US and National Center for Disease Control in New Delhi, they have all gone there. They have done a lot of toxicology studies and they have found that there is nothing of this sort, as doctor was also saying. So I think this is a flip side, of an over-connected society where the rumors spread faster than a fire. I was in Bihar, and my father was very fondly went out and bought some lychees, for my daughter who is 4 years old. And I said, no, Papa, don't give it to her because haven't you read?
You
and
were
he
a
had
victim.
not read, and I felt very bad despite knowing, but there is a fear psychosis. I'm a human being, So I think this is wrong, and we are increasingly seeing such cases recurring. And the central government, because it pertains, taking the other side, the business side, should immediately intervene in a crisis like this. The traders have reported, exporters are complaining that it has affected, in no time it has gone out viral. And so the government should immediately swing into action and take some action to mitigate any and allay any apprehensions and misplaced fears that are there.
Absolutely. Dr. Singh, coming back to you, since we are demystifying this entire rumor mongering that's happening and, putting things in perspective, encephalitis essentially is brain fever, right? It's a kind of brain fever?
In simpler terms, it's infection of the brain parenchyma.
Okay.
And if we go slightly further, it is mostly caused by viruses. Maybe say 50 types of viruses are there, out of which we know about 20. Rest
20 types of viruses causing encephalitis?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And out of them, say 3 or 4 viruses are causing epidemic encephalitis in India. For naming purpose, we have Japanese encephalitis, Chandipur in Andhra Pradesh.
Japanese encephalitis is the one in Gorakhpur
Every year it's a problem.
Right.
Dengue can cause encephalitis as a sporadic case, not in epidemic proportions. But then you have rabies caused by dogs, that can cause encephalitis. So encephalitis can be caused by wide variety of viruses.
All right.
Why we are worried with this type of viruses that it kills very fast. I'll just elaborate regarding this lychee virus or so-called lychee syndrome, that in Vietnam, from where the study was quoted in National Library of Medicine, USA, in 2003 to 2006, there it was known as nightmare illness or nightmare fever, because the day the baby or the kid got fever, in the night he threw a convulsion. It was so serious,
Right.
and within 24 to 48 hours, there is mortality. So the mortality is reaching 50% in treated and 100% in non-treated patients. You don't have a vaccine, you don't have appropriate treatment. So that is the reason.
This was called lychee virus even in Vietnam?
Yeah, something like lychee
Okay,
virus.
okay.
Lychee syndrome.
The lychee syndrome?
Lychee syndrome.
So even in Vietnam, where there is lychee cultivation?
Yes, Vietnam is one of the biggest country
Right.
which is growing lychees, and because of the spurt of epidemic proportion of this type of virus in May, June, July season, they found out that areas where lychee is cultivated, this type of syndrome is reported. But when they carried out epidemiological studies, they carried out scientific tests, they run serologies on human beings, testing for viruses, they run tests on lychees itself, the fruit and the trees, they couldn't find
Any
connection. But the caveat is, when they ran a statistical analysis, they found that yes, when there is large cultivation of lychee and large harvest of lychee, at that time, this epidemic of so-called lychee syndrome is there.
But lychee, if I may put it again, just to simplify it for our viewers, lychee is not the vector, right?
Exactly.
So directly you're not getting encephalitis by having lychees?
Not at all. Not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
Okay, so Navneet can buy lychees for his daughter?
Of course.
I can have lychees?
Yes, today itself.
Great. That I'm sure that is setting a lot of minds to
I had
rest.
not met you and doctor, else I would not have said no to my father who got, luscious lychees.
It was just a
as-
first initial reaction after
Absolutely.
reading.
And I had not, actually read the scientist's perspective, and then I went back. But by the time I internalized those facts, I was back here in Delhi.
I'll
so-
put in another sentence
Please.
that you can get this illness even without eating lychee.
Naturally, yeah.
Okay.
What are the main vectors for this virus?
Well, the implicated vector is Culex mosquito.
Okay.
Okay, and some species of sandfly. Okay, and that sandfly is particularly in southern
but
India.
again, mosquitoes, they breed when it's raining and when it's humid.
Yes.
So basically, that has more to do with this encephalitis.
No, this encephalitis virus, particularly this lychee encephalitis virus, is thought to be originated in bats,
Okay.
fruit-eating bats. Now, this fruit-eating bat could be eating lychees.
Right. So that is
so
the
lychee,
entire.
lychee plant harboring a lot of bats. Mosquito is biting the bat which is
Bat.
infected by this virus, and then that mosquito is biting human being, and the lychee is falsely implicated.
Okay, once again, to clarify, the lychees, the poor lychees are being falsely implicated, and it is perfectly safe for you and I to have lychees. Some time back, I spoke to someone who is into lychee cultivation in Muzaffarpur, and this is what he had to tell us. He is saying that yes, his exports have fallen, but it has nothing to do with the virus. Let's listen into that conversation. Mr. Verma, मुजफ्फरपुर में आपका जो लीची का खेत है, ये जो पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी हुई है, ये जो वायरस आया है जिससे कई बच्चे मर चुके हैं, तो किस तरह से अफेक्ट किया है इसने आपके एक्सपोर्ट्स?
ये जस्ट लिसन,
या
ये लीची का दो वैरायटी होता है।
जी
एक शाही लीची होती है जो कि बहुत ही डिलीशियस होता है,
जी।
और एक होता है चाइना लीची जो कि लेट वैरायटी है।
ओके, तो ये जो वायरस लगा है ये किस पे लगा है? ये जो
वायरस नाम बिहार में कोई नहीं लगा है।
अच्छा।
बिहार में कोई वायरस नहीं है। अगर दूसरी जगह लगा हो तो अलग की बात है, लेकिन वायरस नाम की कोई चीज बिहार में नहीं लगा है।
तो ये जो पूरा खौफ मचा है मार्केट में कि वायरस की वजह से लीची के एक्सपोर्ट्स 40% कम हो चुके हैं, इसमें कोई सच्चाई नहीं है।
उसका वजह है
जी।
दैट इज कि ये बारिश कम हुई है। लीची बारिश की वजह से बड़ा दाना होता है,
जी।
बारिश नहीं होने पर वो नीचे झड़ जाता है, पेड़ से नीचे सूख सूख के झड़ता है। उसमें कोई टेस्ट नहीं होता है, उसको वायरस कहें चाहे जो कहें।
अच्छा, तो ये जो पूरे मार्केट में ये कहर मची है कि लीची मत खाइए, लीची में वायरस लगा है, बंगाल में और बिहार में जो छोटे छोटे बच्चे
बंगाल की बात हम नहीं कर सकते हैं, बंगाल की बात हम नहीं कर सकते हैं।
हाँ।
लेकिन बिहार में ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। बिहार में यहाँ भी जो बंगाल की लीची जो आ रहा है उसको खूब खा रहे हैं लोग यहाँ, लेकिन कोई वायरस नहीं है।
आपके एक्सपोर्ट्स में कोई कमी हुई है इस साल?
हाँ बिल्कुल हुई है। जब
कितना हुआ है?
फल होगा नहीं, जब अगर फल होगा नहीं तो हम एक्सपोर्ट करेंगे कैसे?
हाँ बिल्कुल, कितना प्रतिशत के हिसाब से बताइए?
अबाउट 40%।
अबाउट 40%।
Yes.
और ये सिर्फ रेनफॉल की वजह से हुआ है, लैक ऑफ रेनफॉल?
रेनफॉल और मैक्सिमम ये धूप की वजह से हुआ है।
अच्छा, ऑल राइट। थैंक यू सो मच मिस्टर राजीव रंजन वर्मा हमसे बात करने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच। All right, so that was somebody who grows lychees, and he's saying that his exports have fallen, but because of lack of rainfall, and has nothing to do with any virus in Bihar. All right, so just to put things in perspective, give us, you are a person in the communications business. What about your clients? What about, people who've come back to you with complaints? What has this entire scenario been like?
I think there is another, so we are increasingly, there is one layer of the society which is hyper connected, highly connected, from WhatsApp to Twitter to Facebook to TV to radio and
Yes.
mobile phones. There is also a rumor of a conspiracy theory that this could well be a North versus South fight over fruits. So South is very poor when it comes to lychee production.
Yes.
60% of the lychee is grown in Muzaffarpur, just one district.
Absolutely.
Total, production in India.
Yeah.
Whereas mangoes are more, in the south. Now, there's this also conspiracy theory that possibly this is a design by the mango growers, to defame lychee or falsely implicate, as you and Dr. Sas are saying.
Yes.
So I will not be surprised, and people have come to me and asked what to do. I said the best that can be done is to have credible scientific government statements coming out, which will allay any apprehensions or fears that I might.
Absolutely.
Forget about the consumers, but also it has implications on global trade. Whatever little contribution that is going, that has to be contained.
Great. You talked of credible scientific information, Navneet, and let's bring in someone, a renowned scientist, a renowned agricultural scientist, Dr. I.D. Singh. He joins us from Shiliguri. Dr. Singh, welcome to IndiaPostLive.com. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Dr. Singh, thank you so much for talking to us, and we would like to have your views on this entire fear factor that has come in, which has adversely affected not just lychee exports but also domestic consumption. Dr. Singh here, Dr. Vivek Pal Singh has clarified that lychees are being falsely implicated. Lychee cannot be a vector. So, your comments on this entire controversy that's happening?
What he has said is 100% correct. It's not a vector. The problem of virus in lychee is a very new concept which has come. Now we have to look the problem.
Sir, can you talk slightly louder, please? Can you talk slightly louder?
The entire gamut of this problem has to be looked in totality.
Okay.
And that is the management of lychee plantations before the harvesting of the fruits or various cultural operations, followed by the post-harvest management of the fruit.
Okay.
The farmers have been using different kinds of agrochemicals to control various pest diseases or nutritional deficiencies. Now, a study is required to find out what practices have been adopted and what has happened after the fruits have been harvested, how it has been managed. So unless we study all these things to pinpoint what has caused this kind of havoc in the use of lychee fruit all over, then is it related to certain specific plantations of lychee, or it is a widespread, irrespective of the plantation, it is happening everywhere. So the answer lies in the total problem that we have to study a little closely from the scientific angle to pinpoint the real cause of this which has happened, and it is affecting our export considerably.
Right.
The grower wants to make money. He doesn't want to lose a single fruit in the process of harvesting and selling. The consumer does not know exactly what he is getting. He is looking for the colorful and a very clean fruit. Now, producing the clean fruit, what are the processes have gone into, have to be looked at. There is a problem of pesticide residue which is coming in many fruits and vegetables based on the use of chemicals used by the growers. So we have to look on this angle of pesticide residue, which was not the case earlier. All of a sudden this has happened, and what is the reason it is happening? So the answer is not simple. A thorough study at the various level of the management of lychee plantation, followed by its management, post-harvest management of the lychee fruit,
Right.
has to be looked at.
Right.
So, yes.
Yeah, Dr. Singh, thank you so much for that perspective that the problem is not simple and we have to look at it from various aspects of the management of the growth itself. Dr. Singh, thank you so much for your perspective. Deeply appreciated, and thank you so much for speaking to IndiaPostLive.com. Thank you so much, sir. Navneet, I must ask you another question. Again, as as a communications professional, you're aware that 2 months back, the European Union had slapped a ban on mango exports, Indian mango exports. Of course, some of us were very happy. We were buying Alfonsos at lesser rates. But the larger issue now, of course, the exporters suffered, right? And now the same thing happening with lychees. So the conspiracy theory that you floated, do you think it can go to an international level also? It's not just about North and South. Do you think it goes wider than that?
I would want to somehow surely consider that as one option, because residue management, that Dr. Singh was saying, is certainly an issue. We work with a few multinationals like Syngenta and DuPont, who are global leaders in pesticide management. And I know that Syngenta has worked with what is called National Research Center for Grapes in Pune.
Okay.
And they have effectively reduced, because the grapes used to get rejected because you have to have certain norms prescribed by the European Union through which you have to adhere to these. Now, after much research, they ensured that residue was maintained. Similarly in Alfonso and lychee is something again that can be looked at. But there is one point, I would, want Dr. Singh's perspective on that. Lychee is sown in May and harvested by June. It is soon after it is harvested that you see the cases of encephalitis cropping up. So many scientists say that there is no link, so to say. As doctor is also saying, and as the research National Center for Lychee has categorically denied, that there is no linkage. That's a slightly separate issue of residue. Linking that with encephalitis, what we are talking today, I think, with my limited understanding and having been in the agriculture space, I think may not be adequate at this point in time.
Right.
But coming back, yes, it has certainly got international implications, and we must guard against it.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Singh, I'm going to come back to you, but before that, let me take a quick perspective, because you talked of, I want to understand the fact that one should be responsible in even reporting these kind of things, and when you talk of public knowledge, let me bring in Sunil Kumar Pankaj. Sunil Kumar Pankaj is Joint Director with the Agricultural Board in Muzaffarpur, and sir, I would like your perspective on the fact that the scientists yet have not been able to establish any link, and as categorically Dr. Singh has said, the lychee cannot be a vector. The vector is probably those animals which are feeding on lychees probably at during the harvest time, and when the fruits are in full bloom. So, sir, your perspective on this entire fear psychosis that has crept in.
एक्चुअली में लीची ग्रोइंग जो मुजफ्फरपुर है उसके जस्ट हमारा पूर्वी चंपारण का मेहसी ब्लॉक है, जस्ट नेबरिंग ब्लॉक है। वहाँ का लीची का क्वालिटी मतलब पूरे स्टेट में सबसे बेस्ट माना जाता है, लेकिन वहाँ इंसेफ्लाइटिस का एक भी केस नहीं उस ब्लॉक में आया। तो मैं इसके लिए बिल्कुल मैं हूँ कि ये एक र्यूमर है
जी।
और इसमें खास करके जैसे हमारे भारत में मुख्यतः बिहार और उत्तराखंड में लीची का ग्रो होता है
जी। और
उत्तराखंड से यह अफवाह फैलाया जा रहा है ताकि बिहार की लीची का नेशनल मार्केट और इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में वैल्यू नहीं रहे।
अच्छा ये तो कोई और ही कॉन्स्पिरेसी थियरी हो रही है। अभी नवनीत बता रहे थे कि नॉर्थ एंड साउथ में लड़ाई चल रही है, आप कह रहे हैं कि देहरादून और बिहार में लड़ाई चल रही है।
इनफैक्ट जब इंसेफ्लाइटिस का केस मुजफ्फरपुर में पाया जा रहा है तो ईस्ट चंपारण में क्यों नहीं पाया जा रहा है?
राइट।
जब नेबरिंग डिस्ट्रिक्ट है हमारा हाजीपुर, वहाँ भी लीची की होती है, वहाँ क्यों नहीं इंसेफ्लाइटिस पाया जाता है?
जी बिल्कुल। Do you have is there something you would like to ask? Yeah.
Mr. Sunil, मेरा एक सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है
जी।
क्या आपके नॉलेज में अभी तक कोई जैपनीज एंसेफ्लाइटिस का केस आया है बिहार में?
मुजफ्फरपुर में तो सुन रहे हैं, लेकिन ईस्ट चंपारण और हाजीपुर वैशाली डिस्ट्रिक्ट में तो नहीं सुने हैं।
ये पॉइंट मैंने इसलिए रेज किया है क्योंकि आज इस प्रोग्राम में आते वक्त फर्स्ट टाइम मैं इस आर्टिकल के ऊपर पढ़ रहा था एंड CDC अटलांटा USA की वेबसाइट में एक प्रॉपर कोटेशन है दैट देयर कुड बी चांसेस दैट Japanese encephalitis वायरस की म्यूटेशन है एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू catch hold of this virus in initial stages.
Right.
So probably, it's all probability that we are dealing with some virus which was probably there for years together, and this time it's more lethal. This time it's more lethal.
तो जापानीज एंसेफेलाइटिस का कोई केस आपके वहाँ नहीं आया है?
नहीं.
ऑल राइट सुनील जी, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस. थैंक यू सो मच. आपने भी क्लैरिफाई कर दिया है कि दिस इज ऑल अ मिथ और लीची इट कुड बी अ वॉर ऑफ अ डिफरेंट लेवल. थैंक यू सो मच सुनील जी फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस ऑन indiapostlive.com. All right, so this is a very interesting perspective that you gave us. Quite a few conspiracy theories have come out, and also another medical perspective of a mutation.
Yes.
What kind of a...
See, viruses are very notorious for mutations.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
you will be surprised to know that getting a virus from the body is very difficult, isolating a virus. So for all scientific studies, you need to have a viral genome to have a proper study. And because of our tradition, we are normally reluctant to have our body parts given to our scientists, because we need brain tissue after death to confirm the viral etiology.
Okay.
So if I quote the study from Vietnam, they couldn't get a single tissue to have a proper battery of test to be run so as to isolate this virus. That's why this is all syndrome, Leachy syndrome. There's no virus at all which is isolated till date.
That's very interesting. But I think what's more interesting, Navneet, you'll agree that this whole trade war, it could probably be nothing more than a trade war. I think that's a very interesting thing that's
Very
come
interesting,
out.
yes.
Yeah. And also the case that the point you raised of Japanese encephalitis, which is prevalent. Every year we read stories of children who have died because of Japanese encephalitis. And this could ultimately be nothing more than a more virulent, more dangerous form of that particular strain.
Absolutely true. It could be similar to Japanese encephalitis virus, it could be a variant of Japanese encephalitis, or it could be Japanese encephalitis virus per se in a deadly form, a mutated form.
A mutated form.
Yes.
But ultimately what has come out is that please have lychees. Please do not worry about buying lychees from the market and having them. As long as, Navneet, you'll agree, we need to wash away the fertilizers and the pesticides and the insecticides very carefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I must compliment India Post Live, for taking this very, very serious debate at a time when TV is drifting away into nothingness and all, irrelevant issues. I think compliments to you for having taken this very, very relevant, very serious. Media has a very critical role in times like these,
Absolutely.
of not fueling the fear rather than containing and spreading the facts. So
Right.
Good, wonderful.
Thank you so much, Navneet, and thank you so much, Dr. Singh, for joining us in our studio. It was a pleasure, and I'm sure very, very enlightening to all our viewers who have watched this conversation. The conversation, of course, continues on indiapostlive.com through your audio and video comments, your posts, and your tweets. I await your tweets at #IndiaPostLive and @IndiaPostLive. Lychees are safe. Please have lychees if you haven't had them already. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.